and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am excited for today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into who is unhinged for you in love or will be soon, who will be really losing their mind, thinking about you, wanting to have a chance with you, all that good stuff. That's what we're tapping into today. So we'll see what will happen, their next moves, and ultimately their love offer. What are they going to offer you in terms of love? That is our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the Clear Quartz Koi Fish, and we'll be using the 78 Doors Tarot. For group two, we have the Rainbow Stone Koi Fish, and we'll be using the Pagan Tarot. For group three, we have the, what is this again? Amazonite Koi Fish. And we'll be using the Sleepwalker Tarot for group three. And for group four, we have the Citrine Koi Fish. And we'll be using the Literary Tarot for group four. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group one with the Clear Quartz Koi Fish and the 78 Doors Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who is unhinged for you in love or will be soon. We'll see, what are they going to do, okay? What moves are they going to make? What is their love offer? What do they want to come of all of this? Spirit for group one with the Clear Quartz. Please show us for group one. Okay, so right away I'm hearing the one that got away. That's what I'm hearing. Who is unhinged or will be soon for group one in love? All right. So right away, I'm tapping into someone who's used to kind of masking or used to keeping things super surface level. This person seems to get along with everyone. It seems like this person has like a magnetic, larger than life personality. It feels like they don't take things too seriously. Their energy feels very open-hearted, but I can't help but to see that that is rooted in them wanting to conserve opening their heart up. It feels like it's very intentional. It isn't accidental. This person intentionally kind of gets in everyone's good graces and develops like a positive relationship with everyone so that they don't have to worry about maybe people seeing their flaws or worrying about people looking deeper. When you don't like someone or when you feel kind of like, I don't know about this person, it makes you think about them more. It makes you want to peel back the layers and really figure them out. But when you have a good impression of someone, you kind of automatically just assume everything is on the up and up and everything is fine. So right away, tapping into this person's energy, I feel like they kind of keep it cool with everyone so that people don't look further and see like, okay, what's behind the mask? Because you just assume, oh, they're a good person. What's actually behind this person's mask, though, is a lot of discontent. This is the kind of person that wants things to just kind of naturally go into, in their favor. This is the kind of person who also kind of expects people to be able to read their mind. Beyond the surface, this person is bubbling. They're bubbling with frustration because they're not getting what they want. And it's because they're not showing up fully authentically. They're putting on a mask, whatever way that is. And, this person is upset that they haven't had any progress from you or that you're not chasing them, that you're not in love with them. That's exactly how this feels. Like this person is some way, somehow worked themselves up into getting almost angry that they're not getting the response from you that they're expected or, that they want. But to be fair, they haven't communicated what they want. Anger, it says, having resentment, under pressure, and explosive temper. This could also be someone who's been very like nice and welcoming, always, smiling, always seemingly in a good energy with you, but you may start to get a little bit of bite from them now, where it's like, okay, they're seeming a little mean, or you're, reading between the lines of their gestures, and you can tell that this person kind of has some, mixed feelings about you or frustration towards you. So the person that is unhinged for you, group one, seems to be someone who ultimately has a crush on you. They have a crush on you, they like you, and they're frustrated that you're not like, maybe chasing them or like trying to be with them. You're not making things easy for them. Faking it, it says not being genuine, keeping up appearances, and also living beyond their means. So for some of you, this could manifest in a way where this person is trying to kind of flex. So they could be doing all these things to like low-key impress you, but you're not even impressed or you don't even notice. So say this person bought like a super expensive watch to impress you, and they were just sure you would notice it and treat them differently, treat them nicer, or compliment that watch. But you don't even know anything about watches. So it's like you didn't even say anything, didn't notice it, didn't treat them any differently. And it's because, maybe you're not into like name brands or high-end brands or luxury or, consumption in that way. So it's like everything they try to do just isn't eliciting it's almost like it elicits like the opposite reaction that they want when it comes to you. And it's really just frustrating. The way that people have to get close to you, group one, seems to be through authenticity and through being open about what they actually want. Your chasing days are over. The days of you chasing someone or doing the most to figure someone out, it does seem to be over. It's like, okay, if you want something with me, you just have to at least be, kind of clear about that, because I'm not going to pull it out of you. I'm not a magician. I'm not a mind reader. That's kind of how your energy comes across. And I feel like you're also neutral and, kind of nice to this person, but they're just expecting something more. So this person in your energy, group one, they're unhinged because they haven't made significant progress with you, and they feel like they've tried everything besides being authentic, everything besides what actually needs to be done for you guys to have progress. They've tried their same old methods, that maybe worked on someone else. Heartstrings, it says playing with emotions, being manipulative, crying for attention. Healthy choices, it says cleaning up your act, taking care of yourself, and choosing better partners. So you seem to be in a space where you're making healthy choices. You're choosing, the people who are also mutually choosing you, people that can be depended on, and, people that show some promise, show that, okay, we're actually in alignment. It would make sense for us to be together. And this person, I'm not getting that they're completely toxic, but I'm definitely not getting that they're on that kind of healthy choices train. This person may also be attracted to like the crazy archetype, like, partners that are crazy over them, call them, curse them out if you don't answer on the first ring, super, super clingy. I do notice, especially nowadays, people want more of an aggressive form of love, and it's ultimately a rejection response. When you get rejected, it's like, okay, the next person I deal with, I will never, ever deal with someone who makes me feel this way. So they end up having to go above and beyond and basically be unhinged just to kind of satisfy you, to prove that they are completely different than what you've experienced. But it can get really toxic. So I feel like this person could be in that energy where they expect their partners to be like so overly obsessed or loving and understanding towards them, so that they don't feel like even a tinge of rejection. Tying the knot, it says marriage-minded, unexpected proposal. My goodness, listen, I don't know what's going to come out in this reading. I'm like, listen, this person better not come out of the blue with no proposal, but we'll see. And it does say a long-term commitment. So perhaps they're cleaning up their act and you have got them doing a 180, so that they can have a chance with you. We shall see. We shall see. Well, I really like this. First card out, we have on the same page. So I like where this is going. This would be more of a sign that this person is making an effort to get on the same page with you, and that a conversation will be had, so you guys don't have to worry about being in like a toxic energy and things, kind of getting further out of hand. So I love that. Hopefully we can get some more of that. Who is unhinged for group one? That little stack that has come out. Let's see. Okay. All right. So we have tennis match here as well. This came out right after the on the same page card. So not gonna lie with this person, it is a tennis match for a while longer. I do see you guys going back and forth trying to find your footing. Now, while that's happening, right? Time is always crossing us. We're going on our own path, and then we have time and we meet with time, and that creates destiny. And we have quantum advancement. So even though this person is interested in you, they have access to you currently, you know, they're on your path. They could make a move if they want to. You're being crossed by a quantum advancement. We have other half and opposites attract. So spirit, as you know, time goes on, is still currently aligning you with your other half. And this could be someone who lives on the other side of the world than you with that opposites attract energy. This could be someone who's different than all the options that you have currently. This could be someone who it's like, okay, currently I'm dealing with this kind of archetype and it's repeating and I'm experiencing it, you know, kind of again and again. But there is other types of people out there, and I've really been wanting to align with them. I see exactly that happening for you. You could be timeline hopping, you could be quantum advancing on your own, like with intention, whether that's creating, you know, mind movies, whether that's creating a vision board, whether that's listening to subliminals, and, you know, kind of doing different things, different methods of manifestation that kind of will align you with something more, something better. It's for some of you, I do see you doing that intentionally, and that is what's coming in. So my goodness, you know what? I have a feeling that this person is starting to get nervous because intuitively they may see, okay, this person is someone of value. I feel like in the beginning, maybe they were giving a player type of energy where, you know, players kind of have a tendency to downplay anyone. You know, usually players are synonymous with some narcissistic traits, so they kind of naturally downplay anyone. They could have their dream girl, dream guy in front of them, and they'll still downplay them because that kind of goes against them and the fact that they're always the prize or they're always the best. So they typically kind of reject you know, even opportunities that could be really good for them because, you know, basically just to sustain that dynamic of I'm the one who's always on top. And I feel like this person was doing that in the beginning. They're slowly but surely coming to a place where they're accepting, okay, group one has divinity, group one has value, group one has their own different things that they can bring to my life and this connection. And they do have value. And again, it's like time is still moving. So they're coming to these realizations very slowly. And it seems like because with this tennis match energy, they keep trying to hang on to their sense of self instead of releasing and letting go and saying, okay, two things can be true at the same time. I can be great and I can also meet someone who's also great. You know what I mean? Instead of just coming to that acceptance, they're kind of teetering, going back and forth. And again, even if you're still interested or even if you're giving them a chance, time is still moving forward. So we have this opportunity coming towards you. It's an opportunity of commitment. We have the other half energy here as well. We have committed and other half. So it looks like you're moving towards an offer of commitment, and that's what spirit is bringing into your life. We did get earth energy. We also got the warm card here. The warm card typically comes up when we're tapping into someone with brown eyes as well. So this new person coming in could have brown eyes, like a warm skin tone as well. But this person is very warm and understanding towards you. We actually got the understanding card. So you guys are very locked in. And earth energy is someone who's grounded, responsible, supportive. Earth energy is very life-giving. It's very supportive and understanding. So it looks like that is all, you know, this person, that is their energy. That's who they truly are. So you could also look out for earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. But we have building interest in sharing wants and needs. So honestly, I feel like this person is unhinged for you because you're not giving them the time of day. Sharing wants and needs indicates that there's someone else you're talking to, someone else you're dating, someone you're opening yourself up to or planning to open yourself up to. Like you're either making plans to get back on the dating scene and date again, and this person can feel intuitively, you know, your attention slipping away from them, or this is like you're literally dating, paying this person dust. You're not, you know, paying them any mind or attention, and they're losing it. All right, Spirit. So what will they do next? How will they take action towards group one? We have the Moon, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Wow, that's a very dangerous combination, you know. With the Moon, you never know what's going to come out, and also the Moon can represent like things unseen, shadow side, you know, like the parts of us that we like to hide. And for that to come out with the Nine of Swords, fear, anxiety, worry, and the Six of Wands, just unyielding desire to win, it can just create a very dangerous combination. So for you, group one, I feel like this person is going to crash out over you. I feel like they're driven by that Nine of Swords, fear and worry, and Six of Wands, desire to be on top, to win, to succeed. They could honestly end up trying to sabotage you, do something negative to put you down, or you could see them crash out and turn on themselves. It's going to be one of the two. They'll turn on you or they'll turn on themselves. With the Moon card, even Spirit's like, it could go either way. This person is very spontaneous, and it could be very random. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Swords reversed. So look at that labyrinth. Best case scenario, they can free themselves of their own mind. That would almost be a hopeful message that this person, you know, will likely not end up turning on you, or you will likely not end up negatively affected by this. But with the energy still up in the air, it could easily happen. So keep yourself protected from this person, or you could be the bigger person and have a conversation with them. Even if it seems like you're, you know, kind of crazy, because with someone like this, that player archetype, they're really good at denying. Yeah, we got the Two of Wands here. That's like one foot in the door, one foot out the door. I'm willing to admit my feelings if it serves me, but I'm also very likely to, you know, kind of go back into old habits and just deny. If you likely already know who this is because you have a history with the tennis match card, that means you have entertained them to some capacity. You know, there's been some sort of back and forth here. And I would just have a clear conversation like, listen, I feel some energy between us. There's some flirtation between us. Do you have feelings for me? Do you want to move forward with me? If their answer is anything but yes, then use that opportunity to communicate. Okay, you know, even if you know they're full of it, all right, well, you know, maybe I did read into your actions. That's why I wanted to ask you, because, you know, I was considering maybe I am just crazy. You're definitely not. We can see it in the cards right here. But just for the sake of being safe, you know, you can just kind of blow it off, whatever. That's why I wanted to ask you and give you the opportunity. And then cut your losses, you know. They give them a clear opportunity to have something with you. Otherwise, we got something way better coming in, and we'll tap into that. We got the Two of Wands and the Strength card reversed. So not gonna lie, the energy is not that optimistic that this person will come around. It's more likely that this person will embarrass themselves, crash out, not take advantage of the opportunity. But just to avoid a situation like, you know, giving someone a false self, you know, sense of like control, or winning when it's a potential danger to you is the better way to go. We got the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. You could be seeing a lot of repeating fours in relation to this person. Fours numerologically talk about structure, tests, you know, kind of a opposition, time as well. So this is Spirit kind of saying they're going to have a clear opportunity to pick their side, to pick what they want to do and what they want to come about this, and it won't be your fault, whatever they choose. We got the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, more marriage energy, but Four of Pentacles is an energy of waiting for a better opportunity, waiting out for a better time. So I don't feel like this person is ready to really have something real. I feel like they're stuck in that player energy. They want to play games, and you're the catalyst. You're the tip of the iceberg. You're the rubber band that snaps them into reality, and you're the catalyst that has made them kind of like be aware that they have this tendency and what they're missing out on. But will you be their forever person? I think they're missing out on that opportunity, to be honest. Eight of Swords reversed, by just addressing everything, addressing the elephant in the room, you not only give them an opportunity to step up to the plate, but you also give yourself an out so that you can open yourself up and date without, worrying about retaliation or, any sort of danger coming from this person. Spirit, what can you tell us about this quantum advancement coming towards group one? I didn't expect that to happen with this kind of reading. I expected to see someone just unhinged. The way I meant it was like unhinged because they're so like in love, you know what I mean? But we got like real unhinged for you. Someone about to crash out. So about this quantum advancement, we got the Five of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Spirit is currently in a process of relocating you, and that doesn't have to be physically, but relocating you in the sense that Spirit is now aligning you with your happily ever after. There are some things that are going to need to be let go in order for you to have that happily ever after moment instead of these repeated archetypes. We have the King of Cups reversed and the Hierophant reversed. So Spirit is showing you what true love is, true desire is, and you never know what it is until you taste it, It's like that song, I didn't know that I was starving until I tasted you. It's exactly that energy. That's what's happening to you right now, group one. Spirit is showing you that you are absolutely deprived, and there's so much more, so much better. And yep, we got the true love card. It says true love comes when you least expect it. So Spirit is aligning you to that true love. Because the people currently around you, it seems like they want to play games, or they're going to run you ragged, or, even if they're, it's not to say, oh, these people are all the worst people ever, but just them not being ready now is enough for Spirit to say, okay, let me align you, group one, with people who are, with opportunities that are open and available versus having to, kind of chase after and be the teacher and heal people and be so patient, who don't even know what they want and have so much more to learn, so much more to do. Let me align you with a connection that's going to be really good for you. That's what Spirit is doing right now. That's what I got for you, group one. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group two with the Rainbow Stone and the Pagan Tarot, this is your reading. Who is unhinged for you in love or will be soon? What is their relationship? Offer their next moves. What will happen? We'll see all that good stuff. Spirit for group two with the Rainbow Stone, please show us for group two who is unhinged for them in love or will be soon. For group two. Ooh, okay. So, okay. The first energy, someone is at a crossroads about you. I'm definitely feeling someone trying to have their cake and eat it too in a very real way. The original saying is having your cake and eateth too, and somehow it turned into cake and eat it too. Don't know how, but this is actually more in alignment with the original term. We have a forbidden connection here. And we have dream come true and avoidance. This is giving a strong energy of someone who is married, or someone who's a teacher, someone who's a manager, someone who should not be crushing on you for whatever reason. This could be like a sibling's best friend, like any sort of forbidden or kind of like off limits kind of connection. This is the person who is unhinged for you in love. And a large part of that is solely from fantasy. This person will just sit and fantasize about you all day, every day. You probably feel their energy around you at times. They could infiltrate your dreams, your thoughts, and things like that. Truly out of nowhere. You could be out having the time of your life, and then all of a sudden you're just thinking about this person, and it's like, why am I thinking about them right now? I'm doing my favorite thing. Why? Like, this is my happy place, my happy time. Why would I be thinking about them? And it's definitely because they're thinking about you, and they are often in your energy. Forbidden, it says a clandestine affair, family disapproves, and secret pleasures. So it wouldn't be, all three at once. It would be like one or the other. But yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about it that way. Absolutely. Family disapproves. This could be a situation where you two come from different cultures, or, maybe their family already has someone that they want them to be with, or their family wants them to be with someone from the same background. This could be someone who maybe if you're past life lovers in this lifetime, you're not exactly in alignment. So maybe this is someone who has like fame or notoriety and you see them, you have a strong connection to them, but you haven't been able to fully pursue it because obviously there's some barrier between the two of you, so it's like fan and, famous person. So there's like this weird dynamic because of that. It could be, there's so many forms of forbidden connections. Regardless of that though, if you guys were to be with each other, we got the dream come true card, so it would be really good. And it does feel like the both of you can kind of feel that. It says getting the love that you want, having a fulfilling relationship, and having fun together. So that would be travel, exploring life together, having fun together in the sense that it's like, okay, we're able to do things that we both like. We're able to see things together, kind of doing life with my bestie, my partner, like, the person that understands me, someone that I feel very strongly connected to and that I love. And it just makes all these experiences that much better. That's what it would be like. However, this person has to make a major life decision in order for you guys to be together. We have the avoidance card. It says scared of facing the truth, living in denial, and running away from pain. We have the moving card here as well. So there could be a move required. Like say they live with their family. If their family has expectations for who they are supposed to marry or be with, then soon as they reveal to their family they're not going with those plans, they could get kicked out. Or say this person is married. Most married people live together. So this person would literally have to find new housing in order to pursue a connection, with you. So this person is in a heavy energy of avoidance, of denial, of what would need to occur for you two to be able to have your, wish fulfillment, your dream come true. Moving, it says moving in together, getting a new home, or going away. So I was also getting this for you, group 2, that you could be planning on moving out of alignment with your current love offers. You may be really feeling an itch to start all over and to just, go somewhere where nobody knows you and show up as the version of yourself that you want to be and not have anyone deny who you are or second guess you or make you feel like the older version of yourself that you're trying to graduate from and move away from, because they don't have anything to compare it to. Some of you are really feeling called to move and, kind of make a decision that would take you out of alignment with current love offers, because if this is especially something that has repeated, you've experienced this kind of thing before, you may be wanting to fight tooth and nail to get out of that cycle. We have heartstrings. It says playing with emotions, being manipulative, and crying for attention. So don't put it past this person, group 2, to do whatever, say whatever is going to kind of, keep you there. So that could be manipulation. That could be pulling on your heartstrings, making you feel bad, or, playing to your empathy or your sympathy for them and their situation. Spirit for group 2, who is unhinged for them? Okay, we do have the relationship proposal card. I'm very curious to see how things will play out, because how can they propose a relationship if they're in something else? That's very, okay. Spirit. We got a new energy showing up as well. You love to see it. Okay, so I am also getting a message that Spirit is sending in your divine counterpart. Spirit is sending in a new energy. We have person of interest and divine counterpart. So Spirit is saying, okay, you are obviously calling out for that divine counterpart, that person, that other half that completes you. This person that understands you, is empathetic towards you, but also can really help you in your personal journey. Because it's like with all this kind of chaos going on from this relationship that's kind of undefined, you're still on your own personal path and manifesting a person of interest. Now, if this is the person of interest, I do see you getting a full chance with that person. So things may kind of be disastrous getting there, but yeah, it is looking like you're getting your manifestation. But also we have new crush. We have expected. You know, expected is when you can kind of feel intuitively that something is coming. Expected also talks about things that are kind of like astrologically meant to happen. So like more fate and destiny, divine timing type of things. The expected card talks about that. So there's a new crush coming in that is expected either on your guide's end, on your end. You may already feeling a new energy coming in. But this is looking like something that is divinely guided and something that your guides are sending to you, probably because things are kind of crashing and burning and not really working out otherwise. Like, you know, it seems like you may attract this energy for whatever reason. I wonder what's up with that. But it doesn't feel like this is the first time this has happened for some of you, and your guides are kind of fighting tooth and nail behind the scenes to bring about a different outcome, to bring about different lovers, a new crush, you know, an other half that can actually really satisfy you. We did get the other half card that did come out, which is why I keep saying it. We also got the You Get Me card that came out. I'm also getting like a strong energy of simple pleasures. I'm really drawn to the fact that both couples are like in a garden, almost like the, oh, what did they call that space in Twilight? It was in the book. There was it called the Meadow or something like that? Almost like the meadow, the secret sacred meadow that you guys could go to and connect with each other. It feels like having your own home, having a backyard, having a warm space where you can just have a picnic with your partner, a very simple kind of love, you know, paint or read together, whatever. So I see that coming in for you. Spirit is bringing in your divine counterpart, and this is something that Spirit has already planned for you, always planned for you. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, a part of your purpose group 2 may have been to show people what happens when they commit too soon or to the wrong person, or, you know, it feels something like that. So like specifically for those of you who attract married partners consistently, what you teach them is to wait out for the person that's good for them, not the person that looks good for them on paper. And it's hard to do in today's day because you do have to make sure people make sense on paper, because otherwise you're going to end up with like a sinkhole of a partner who just, you know, can drain all your resources and not add anything. So it's like you want both. You want the love, but you also want someone who's responsible, someone who you actually align with. But I feel like there could be a part of your purpose or a part of your life path that is very much so like going through these different relationships and having to teach people what happens when they commit to the wrong thing, or show people what love really looks like. We do have tennis match. So I do see this person trying to, oh, and relationship proposal was the first card that came out. This belongs to the person we were reading on before, this forbidden connection where it could be a dreams come true situation. I do see this person offering you a relationship. It will not likely be a traditional relationship because it can't be. This could literally be this person having the audacity to ask you to be their side piece. I ain't even gonna hold you, like straight up. That would be specifically for those of you who are married. For those of you who say this is like someone famous and you have more of a past life connection, and for whatever reason, you know, they can't really have a romantic situation with you, this could be them offering, I don't know, to almost have a parasocial relationship with you. You know, it's like a relationship, but it's like you're still being kept at arm's length. You can't get too close to this person. That's how it feels. So we'll see more about that in a second, but we have the building interest card. So this person is becoming progressively more unhinged for you, and I feel like that's because they can sense that things are changing in the background. Spirit, what are their next moves for this avoidant person or this forbidden connection? What are they going to do? Okay. We have the universe reversed, the emperor reversed. Sheesh, the Three of Wands reversed and the Ace of Pentacles. This person doesn't want to let go of you. They're going to make you a love offer that doesn't benefit you but does benefit them. Ace of Pentacles can be a selfish energy with when combined with all these other energies. Emperor reversed is like you know, shark, someone who makes shady business deals, someone who makes extremely unilateral business deals, someone who does things where it favors them considerably more than it would ever even dream to favor the other party. We have the Universe reversed. I want to say, I can't remember if this card, if this deck still has a World card or if it just has this Universe card. But we have the Universe reversed, the Emperor reversed, you know. This person, if they are married, you know, Universe reverse is kind of like, I already chose the place that I'm going to be. I already made a decision and signed, you know, marriage license and committed myself to this person before friends, before family, before, you know, spirit, God, the divine. We're already in a contract, and Emperor reversed, I'm not going to let that go, likely because they get benefits from that as well. So like, say they're with a traditional feminine, that woman likely cooks and cleans for them. They may have kids together, you know. This is like, I get so much benefit from that already. I'm not going to let it go. I'm a businessman. I'm a businesswoman. I stay in alignment with things that benefit me the most. Three of Wands reversed. I don't see a future here in this connection per se, but I'm going to offer that we can stay frozen in time here and, you know, get all there is to offer and then eventually separate. So this person is not playing fair at all. This person is, you know, not being fair to you. They're being very unfair. Like I said, it just reminds me of like a business person that is like toxic. Yeah. We got the Ten of Pentacles reversed with the Elder of Pentacles, which would be the King of Pentacles in this deck. So that is like, I mean, how more clear can it be? Ten of Pentacles is when two parties come together and they create a life together. We have the King of Pentacles. That's, I win in this situation. I'm able to manhandle the situation into my favor, get the very most out of this, basically suck you dry, waste your time, waste your youth, your energy. Empress reverse. I don't even respect traditional feminine energy. I only use it. This person is not a good person. Like, they just don't feel like a good person. This person has very selfish intent. They really do. And the problem is the connection that you guys have is likely very strong, because if this person had taken a different path, it really could have been a dream come true. And it's hard to decipher between like, we have a really good connection and this is a really good partner. This is one of those situations where it's like, when you connect, it's likely fireworks, you know? The connection, on point. But this person being a partner, 0 out of 10, you know? Not good. And it's hard when you're in it to know what to do. We got the Novice of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, it seems like you can see that. I feel like you're starting to realize that yourself, that the situation may drain you. So say this is like a, you know, famous person offering a parasocial relationship. They're willing to send you, you know, signs and signals through social media. They're willing to show up in the dream space, you know, and deal with you in that way, but have an actual 3D connection, acknowledge this, put an effort in this in the 3D. Or, you know, if this person is married, are they willing to actually move? Are they going to leave that person? You know, this person, also omission is really big with this energy. This is the kind of person you have to ask point blank for a direct answer. And when you do, you'll likely see them, you know, start to crash out when you ask them what has been done already to prove that, you know, you're trying to build XYZ with me. You likely won't find any evidence that they're actually able to come up with to prove that they're, you know, taking actual action. This person is the kind of person who would be willing to let you say things that aren't true, like, oh my God, you love me so much, I can tell. And they'll sit there and smile at you, but they'll be silent. They won't actually affirm it, but you'll take the body language as affirmation. You know, this person smiling, this person looking engaged. Omission is really big, so watch out for that with them. Spirit, what can you tell us about this divine counterpart, this new crush energy that you're trying to bring in for group 2? Okay. So we got the Novice of Wands here, which was sitting at the bottom of the deck a minute ago. And that was the energy of, you know, Spirit kind of showing us that you had been learning and starting to kind of catch on to these patterns. We have the Novice of Wands and the Elemental of Pentacles. So that's an energy of you making an investment into your new life, into your new phase. You know, once you commit to where Spirit is kind of leading you, taking you out of alignment with this kind of love and, you know, this lover specifically, that's when you're able to experience this person, and you'll likely experience them in a very mundane kind of way. We got the Four of Pentacles. This girl is grocery shopping on this card. We got the Four of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. So that's kind of like, I'm not expecting anything magical to happen, but I'm also just, you know, not, it's bittersweet. I'm not expecting anything magical to happen. Sure, maybe I'm a bit jaded, but I'm also at least not getting, you know, vamped on and sucked dry of all of my life force, my years, where I could be aligning with something better. Maybe you don't believe that, you know, Spirit's going to transform your life, but you're at least not surrendering to someone who's, you know, kind of playing games. So there's still things to be grateful about, happy about. That's kind of the space that you're in, meeting them in the most mundane of ways. And, you know, that goes back to the simplicity of this meadow energy that I got from Other Half and You Get Me, them looking like they're in a meadow or a garden. Simple pleasures is what I was hearing with those cards. And I'm seeing, you know, Spirit give you your grocery shopping partner, the person that you can do life with. And it can be so simple. The person you can cook with, laugh with, enjoy jokes with, you know, watch movies with. Very, very simple love, very simple pleasures. So Spirit's leading you directly to this person. And I do see that you will drastically speed things up if you cut this one off definitively. Otherwise, it will throw you for a loop for a lot of you, and maybe even get you kind of hooked on a timeline that isn't going anywhere and just kind of repeating. We have the Justice card. Spirit is saying you're getting your just reward. You know, this is a period of fortune after dealing with a whole lot of BS that honestly you don't deserve. What else can you tell us for group 2? This person who is unhinged over you is someone who's unhinged because they can't or shouldn't have you. We have the Labyrinth and we have Confusion. Confusion says all seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to answer the questions that you need answers to. So yeah, absolutely tap in with Spirit, God, the divine. That's the only way to keep a clear mind at this time, because I was even getting the Labyrinth. There was a Labyrinth on like the Ace of Swords that showed up reversed at the bottom of the deck at some point. The Labyrinth, it says, even when you feel lost, there is a way through the labyrinth. So Spirit's like, listen, hold my hand. I got you. I'm supporting you in the background. If you want me to take more of a prevalent position, welcome me to the forefront, welcome me to move things around for you, to help you, to make things clear. But I'm here for you, supporting you in the background, and we're moving on from this. We're, you know, reaching higher ground. Things will get better moving forward. And I'm also aligning you with someone who is available and someone who's not going to drain you, but someone who can, you know, do life with you, that you can have a real, you know, connection with. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Sleepwalker Tarot and the Amazonite Koi Fish, this is your reading, tapping in to see who is unhinged for you in love or will be soon. What are their next moves, love offer? Where will it go? All that good stuff, Spirit, for group 3 with the Amazonite. Please show us Who is unhinged for group 3 in love? Or will be soon? Okay. So this is a very interesting one. First card out is jealousy. You really don't expect that when you think of a love reading, but it's actually more common than you think. Jealousy in partnership comes from feeling like an extension of your partner and feeling like you should have the same opportunities or you should receive the same response that they get. You know, I've seen it from, you know, partners being jealous of their partners because of the way that other people respond to them. Oh my goodness, people are so interested in you. They always want to talk to you. You know, they invite you places. I've seen jealousy in partnerships from there. I've also seen jealousy in partnerships when it comes from the luck that you get, or the most common one I've seen is the things that you have when you meet, and it's like they go to your apartment for the first time or they see the car you're riding around in, and if they don't have as nice of a car, absolutely your partner can be jealous of you. The person who is unhinged about you is someone who's getting in their own way and having a really hard time getting themselves stuck out of that loop. And they're kind of developing resentment towards you because they're attracted to you for one, so they want to pursue you. But then they feel like they can't because they feel like they're on a lower level than you. First two cards out, we got jealousy and then we have addicted, letting me know that the root of their, you know, not being able to succeed or being in the position that they're in is primarily due to their own, you know, getting in their own way. Also, this could be, you know, them being addicted to a certain kind of connection, therefore making them not in alignment with whatever you're in alignment with. So say you're a long-term kind of girl, long-term kind of guy, you've only had long-term partnerships and you're looking for something serious. This person can gain jealousy because, you know, say the longest relationship they had is like 3 months and the majority of their relationships are like one night stands type things. So this person, you know, they could be addicted to like short-term commitments or addicted to physicality, you know, just being with someone physically. And, you know, it's like they want to be on your level. And it makes sense. You know, everyone feels this way at some point. You have single people that are jealous of married people that are jealous of single people, you know. So we all kind of look at each other as, ugh, I wish I was some way, somehow, you know, had this quality or this aspect, you know, and I wish I could just have that and then I could be happy. So it makes sense. But the person that's unhinged over you is having a huge internal struggle. Like, my goodness, they want to pursue you, but at the same time, they're getting in their own way. We got the love potion card, so I wouldn't be surprised if this person did turn to magical means to try to manifest this coming together, because there's a struggle when it comes to just working it out in the 3D. Jealousy, it says not being respectful, unfair accusations, and wandering eyes. So yeah, there could be a little bit of that too, a little bit of them like, you know, flipping things onto you and making it seem like, oh, you know, you're the one. It says unfair accusations, so they could be, you know, kind of accusing you of doing things that they're actually doing, or trying to make it seem like it's mutual, like, okay, yeah, I'm toxic, but you're toxic too, you know, type of thing, instead of just more taking, you know, just accountability. We have the addicted card. It says being obsessed, wanting too much, and unhealthy habits. We have up in the air and love potion. Up in the air, it says disconnected, uncertain status, and fleeting feelings. So this person may live with their head kind of in the clouds. This person may do a lot of fantasizing about you. What that will do is it will put them in your energy. You'll start to dream about them. If you know, have a physical connection with them, this could be you randomly smelling their perfume, their cologne, you know, you feeling their energy. A lot of synchronicities can start to pop up when someone sits in your energy like this through fantasizing about you and holding on to your energy. We have a love potion. It says irresistible charm, feeling compelled to follow, and letting your heart lead. So this person, I feel like they're wanting to work through their internal struggle. It's just kind of like walking up a like incredibly steep mountain. It's not just, okay, get in a connection. It's so many unhealthy habits that they've developed that they would have to break down and separate from in order to have progress with you. Spirit, who is unhinged for group 3 or will be soon. This person loves flirting with you, by the way. We got talk that talk and talking slash roasting that has come out. So this person really loves your banter. This person really loves your attitude as well. If you guys like have a connection where a lot of times you have to be subliminal about your, if you want to say something to them, but you can't for whatever reason. So you go like the social media route, for an example. This person loves the kind of stuff you post. This person loves your attitude. We have talk that talk and talking slash roasting. So they love your point of view. They love your attitude, the way that you talk, the way that you move. Like, it's really attracted to them. And this person is the kind of person who can get you kind of stuck in a flirtationship because they want to flirt you down. When things are lighthearted and fun, having a fun, sloppy weekend, going out together, whatever the situation is, like, it's all cool. But soon as things get serious, that's when this person gets triggered. We do have finding the key and warm though. So I will say this person is likely finding the key of what's ever holding them back. Or I see you finding the key, to unlocking this person and getting them out of their comfort zone, getting them out of their shell and opening them up to being a lot more warm with you. So I see, some progress here. Finding the key, figuring out, okay, what is the thing that's actually keeping us where we are? How do we get from point A to Z? I see you guys figuring that out quite soon. Spirit for group 3. Who is unhinged for group 3 or will be soon? Okay. So we have showing interest in living freely. So I see this person being more attracted to you the more you don't entertain them. Here's the thing about this person, not gonna lie, they kind of feel like they need to be gentle parented. Like, the kind of communication that's understanding and empathetic. And the more you kind of give them the freedom to have their little meltdown and you just like literally like a parent, all right, I'm not gonna, put this kid in timeout. I'm going to let them have their little meltdown and I'm going to go, do the things that I need to do. And then the kid is like, oh, wait, I don't have an audience. And then they kind of come back and then they're being themselves again. Not going to lie, this person, you'd likely benefit from a bit of that. Honestly, we have living freely here. So it looks like the more you kind of don't pay attention to this person and their tantrums and whatever they may be trying to get out of the situation, when you don't pay attention to them and you let them kind of work through things on their own, I do see them giving you more energy, more attention, and showing interest. I feel like you get a cold energy from this person whenever you're trying to fix them and basically addressing the elephant in the room, because this person is aware that they do have an addiction in some form. It could actually be like, drinking or something like that, but I was getting more in a symbolic kind of way where they're addicted to a certain pattern or a loop kind of thing. So it seems like the more you live your best life and you serve as a beacon of inspiration, that jealousy is kind of fading away and this person is being more open to coming towards you and showing interest. It's like when you don't play into their games and whatever, they're trying to do, whatever manipulation tactic, that's when you're getting the best response from them. Now we do have committed and divine counterpart here. So I'm going to look at this from the tarot and see if that's talking about this person, because I've been getting this divine counterpart energy actually came up for group 1 and 2 as well. So you're now the 3rd group. So it's looking like this is a collective energy to say that the collective is being aligned with their divine counterparts at this time. So it may not be this person. For group 1 and 2, it was applying to people coming in for them. So I'm going to see from the tarot. Let's actually do that now. Spirit, is this the same energy that is committing, or is this a new energy? Is this a different energy than this one, the divine counterpart? Okay. So we have the 10 of Pentacles reverse, the Sun reverse, Wheel of Fortune reverse, the 6 of Wands, and the Star card here. So this is a level up. This is an upgrade. This is a new connection. This is not this person that we're tapping into. This connection that we're tapping into, Wheel of Fortune reverse, Sun reverse, 10 of Pentacles reverse, would more be a situation that you'd have to rescue them and then you can experience some of the like good, with them. But first you'd have to help them and rescue them and take them out of this situation. They have a lot of healing to do and a lot of self-work to do. There's only so much you can really do to even, help them, because the majority of this, getting out of a cycle in your head, you can love someone all you want, but you can't, change their nervous system. You can't change that loop that they're in, even with giving them the most love, support, and even the tools to work it out. At the end of the day, they got to choose to work it out. So with that Sun and Wheel of Fortune, I would say that this is a connection. It kind of feels like you just feel for this person. This could be someone you're very empathetic towards, but with that Sun and Wheel of Fortune reverse, this would be more of a burden for you, if I'm being honest. I'm going to tap in with the tarot and see like, okay, what's their love offer? How are they coming towards you? What is their energy? Are they, going through a personal transformation? Are they putting in that work, or are they flapping? We're going to see. But from, this is someone, this is a totally new energy, this divine counterpart that's coming in a commitment energy. This person is already kind of packaged and ready to go, is the way that Spirit is showing me, versus someone you have to kind of help to get to that point. And then you can start to experience like the joy and, good positive things about a relationship with them. The energy showing up here with this committed divine counterpart is someone who's already ready, someone, new. We got the Star card talking about like divine timing, wish fulfillment. And then we have the Six of Wands talking about a promotion, a level up, an upgrade. So this is a connection with someone that you have not met yet, essentially. So let's talk about it, and then we'll double back to that and see when that's coming in or how that'll come about. Spirit, how are things gonna, go with this person stuck in this loop, this person who's even a bit jealous of the success or response that group 3 gets from other people? How are things gonna go with this person? Okay, so we do have the Seven of Cups showing up reversed. So that would be, generally a good sign that this person is making a commitment to you. And I feel that, what? We have the World card and the Judgment card here. So you know what? Spirit is even supporting this connection and giving you two an opportunity to be together. Judgment is when Spirit blows that horn and says, all right, attention, attention. This is what we have the opportunity for. Will you take it or not? And with the World card here, I feel like you could have a really, really good connection with this person. It does feel kind of a little bit like right person, wrong time. The connection in itself is good. Like I said, this person, you guys seem to have really good banter. They love talking to you. They love flirting. They love when things are like lighthearted and open-ended. But they really struggle to do well in all the other scenarios, where it's like, okay, we're in a tough situation, financially. How are we going to come together as partners? And, what game plan are we making? What are we doing here? This person is likely to not know how to function in, that kind of scenario, for an example. So I see, with the Judgment and the World card, it kind of looks like Spirit is almost even giving them like a crash course of upgrades. Like this person can go through a huge transformation within 6 months and be kind of fully transformed within a year, which sounds like a long time, but it's not when you're talking about like deeply ingrained cycles that they've been entertaining for years, plural, or, since they started their dating journey. That's rather quick in the grander scheme of things, but I do see Spirit giving them like a big opportunity. You can't miss it, to transform, to choose a new path. We have, which one is this? We have the Hangman reversed and we have the Sleepwalker. So this is one of those decks that have like extra cards. This is the Sleepwalker Tarot. Their extra card is the Sleepwalker. And we have that upright with the Hangman in reverse. So I feel like this person, they're doing their best. The way that this looks is like one of those coming of age tests where they like would send the young male out into the wild, and they have to find their way back home and survive and, do this and that in order to prove themselves as worthy of being in the tribe. Otherwise, they just perish. It's giving that. It's going to be hard. It's going to take a lot of grit. It's going to take, you know, a lot of resilience, but by the end of it, if they make it, they will prove themselves as worthy. So Spirit's making them prove themselves as worthy. So instead of a situation where it's like, okay, this person is just coming towards you, it's looking a bit more spiritual, where it's like this person is getting handed one big test, or maybe a series of tests that will quickly level them up to be in alignment with you, is the thing. Spirit's like, it's not enough just for this person to be a better communicator, to be a bit nicer, to be more clear, you know, this and that. Those are very surface level. Those are more byproducts of deeper things. We're going to work on the deeper things, and then naturally those byproducts you will be able to benefit from is more the energy. So this person is offering commitment. We got the Death card reversed with the Seven of Cups reversed and the Eight of Wands. So very quick, rapid change happening. And with that Death card reversed, it seems like you guys almost already dated or had an opportunity to date, and they're coming back around and cashing in on that opportunity. Spirit, tell us about the new energy you have coming towards them, that collective energy of being connected with your divine counterpart. We got the High Priestess reverse, Queen of Cups, and the Justice card reverse with the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is saying, as far as this connection, all you have to do is be ready and willing for it. With that Justice card reverse, that lets me know you've already had someone come in and have the ability to be this for you. But you can lead a horse to the water, you cannot make them drink. So even if Spirit, you know, leads someone to you and gives the both of you an opportunity to be together, if someone doesn't take advantage of that opportunity, whether it's because they, you know, aren't where they're supposed to be in terms of like the lessons they've learned and experiences, or whether it's because, you know, of something else like an actual obstacle, you can't force people to, you know, engage and step up to the plate. And Spirit's saying, I can see that Queen of Cups, your heart has been open. So we have the High Priestess reverse. I'm going to put this connection into your life unexpectedly. And all you have to do is be open and ready, you know, Queen of Cups with an open heart. And I'm looking at this Queen of Cups in this deck, and she's kind of held back by vines. Very interesting interpretation of the Queen of Cups, showing that a lot of times the Queen of Cups ends up getting used because she has so much life force. It's genuinely overflowing, so much life force, nurturance, and creativity that a lot of times it can actually hold her back, because a lot of people are attracted to it like a moth to a flame, and they want to drain the Queen of Cups of all of those resources, or program her, or use her. So I feel like your open-hearted nature and your full cup nature has some way, somehow actually ironically held you back in relationships. You would think it would make you magnetic, which it has, but it's make you, you know, a magnet for people who wish to use you. So I just find that so interesting. We have the Queen of Cups with the High Priestess reverse. Spirit is linking you with a partner who is equal. It's a divine counterpart, someone who gives to you just like you give to them, someone who fulfills you without holding you back, and, you know, without abuse of power. We have the Bond card here. A love bond grows stronger over time. So to be honest, I see the two of you having an opportunity to connect pretty much no matter what. But I also see there's a new connection being led to you at this time, so you'll be able to take your pick. Your bond with this person will grow, especially on their end. Their adoration for you will grow in time, because as they grow and learn certain things, and as they're, you know, put through tests and lessons and things like that, they're going to appreciate you more and more and more, because they're going to come into the realization of your value more and more and more. So their bond will definitely strengthen when it comes to you. But also I see that, you know, you have bonds with other people that will grow over time, especially like this divine counterpart Spirit is bringing in. So you'll be able to decide what's best for you. That's what I got for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Alrighty. right, if you chose group 4 with the citrine and the literary tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who is unhinged for you or will be soon, what will happen, their next moves, their love offer, all that good stuff, Spirit. For group 4 with the citrine, please show us for group 4 who is unhinged for them in love or will be soon. My goodness. Oh, let's see. Okay, so right away, first card out, we have the Forbidden card. So I am picking up on someone in your energy who shouldn't like you for whatever reason. This could be an age gap relationship. This could be a sibling's best friend. This could be someone who's married. This could be a boss. You know, really anyone where it's like, okay, this person shouldn't be hitting on me in this way. This could be someone who has fame, notoriety, who, you know, shouldn't kind of be trying to get with fans. It could even be a situation like that. Let's see. Well, what I can say, we have looking for signs and tying the knot. So there's definitely something up about marriage here. This person could be wanting to be married to you, even if they're currently married to someone else. That would be forbidden. That would be T. This could also be what they want to come of the situation. Say this person is not married, but it's forbidden to, you know, in some other way. It looks like that is the route that this person is looking to take with you. Looking for signs, it says open to spiritual guidance, willing to accept the truth and trusting your gut feelings. So it does seem like this person is getting signs and signals about you from, you know, spirit, God, the divine, from the higher power. They're receiving some sort of message that has to do with you, and they're trying to decipher these messages. We have tying the knot. It says marriage-minded, unexpected proposal, and long-term commitment, especially with the forbidden energy. This could be talking about this person had already tied the knot, and that's why they're kind of looking for signs and signals like, okay, is this connection all in my head, or do they really want me? Because surely they know the situation that I'm in. Are they still interested? This person is kind of grasping at straws a little bit, definitely trying to get information about you, trying to see if you would be willing to engage in a connection with them, even though there's something, you know, like wrong or taboo about it for whatever reason. We have forbidden and we have money. Money could be the way that they're trying to win you over. Forbidden, it says a clandestine affair, family disapproves, and secret pleasure. So, okay, you know what? That brings up another thing with the whole family. Maybe that's what makes this relationship taboo. If they come from a certain background that expects that they marry within the same community, that could be something that's making this connection forbidden to some degree. Or maybe their money is tied up to family, and that's why they have such an impact on them. Say there's a family business that this person would eventually be, you know, passed. That could be something that's holding them back because they're like, okay, this is going to affect my financial stability in this life. Money, it says money is an issue, financial support, settlement, or alimony. So for those of you who this person is married, or say you're married, energy is fluid, it can be vice versa. That could be the main thing on your mind. Like, okay, yes, I feel attracted to this person, but if I separate from my current partner, that's going to destroy my financial situation and, you know, bring up a big shaky energy. And unless this person is willing to, you know, take me in and take over that responsibility, I don't know that I can just do that, you know? So if that's on their end, that could be something they're afraid of or worried about. Like, okay, can I financially take care of myself and my responsibilities? Is my financial situation going to change if I do move forward with, you know, say divorce? We have healthy choices and gifts of love. So they're definitely trying to butter you up, trying to give you gifts, trying to, you know, show you that they're a good partner. That's not the problem, though. They know what the problem is. The problem would just be to overcome that. Healthy choices, it says, cleaning up your act, taking care of yourself, and choosing better partners. So this person is kind of taking all of this as a lesson. If this is someone who even just has like a girlfriend or a boyfriend, they're learning how to sever those ties with integrity, even if life changes and they want to move in a new direction. gifts of love. It says token of affection, giving and receiving and embracing what you have. So I do see this person giving you a gift soon, something to butter you up, something to show you that they care, that they're interested, and you know, that could be a part of them trying to look for signs, you know. How would they respond if, you know, they told me the other day that they were looking for this person, they couldn't find it, and I went to the mall and I found it, so I bought it for them and I brought it to them. How will they respond, though, if I give them this gift? Are they going to start to pick up what I'm throwing down? Are they going to start to get the hints? You know, they're trying a little bit of that as well. Spirit for group 4. Who is unhinged for group 4 or will be soon? Okay, so we have banter and keeping an eye out. This person is so in your energy. Not gonna lie, it's giving a little stalkerish. Also, I'm picking up on multiple people in your energy as well. Oh, it seems like you're doing your thing. This person, they want your attention so bad. They want your attention so bad. They feel like you guys connect on a really deep level, but we have turning heads and going out / mingling. So it seems like this person is becoming unhinged actually because they're not really getting your full energy, attention, or commitment. I mean, how much can you commit to someone who's got all these things holding them back, whatever it is for them personally? But I'm getting going out and mingling and turning heads as you're, you know, actually someone with multiple options at this time. This isn't the only option that you have, and it's not even the best one. So how long can you wait for it? How much energy will you really put in for it if it's not even like the best of the best? I could see you like really going to bat, you know, for this person if they were showing up like 10 out of 10, but it's looking shaky. It's looking like they can't offer that 10 out of 10 experience. It's looking like they got a lot going on. So I do see that there are some other, and you know, interests around you. There's some other people, and they're likely going to be making their move too. We actually got angelic help and guidance here. So I am seeing that spirit is some way, somehow, I don't want to say in favor of this connection. We got to see. We got to pull a few more cards and then we'll see. Probably from the tarot, because angelic help and guidance, it could be your spirit guides, you know, trying to help you. Maybe that situation that they're in really is something that doesn't benefit them or something that was never truly meant to be. So it does look like, on the surface at least, that your guides are in favor of the connection or trying to help you, trying to open up a door so that you guys can have a chance together. So we'll get more into that. We have banter and keeping an eye out, really feeling like yet another energy here. So there's people that you have banter with, people who are keeping an eye out on you. What is that all about? You have to let me know, group 4. Why are all these people watching you but afraid to actually do their big one, to jump all the way in, to like, you know, get into something in official, or at least like exclusively date, so you guys can kind of commit to the process and see where it goes. If it's like, okay, you don't want to commit, you know, fully, fine. What's up with the whole cold feet thing? Why are all these people watching you? Are you like a 10 out of 10? Are you out of their league, or what is it? We have showing interest and on the same page. So it doesn't seem like you're on the same page with this person. It seems like this person really has their own things that they have to handle before they can even fully offer you something. So I do see, you know, a new interest or a separate interest here that will be showing interest. And it seems like you're on the same page as this person. So this would mean like, okay, we're both available and, you know, things aren't forbidden, or there isn't something big in the way that's keeping us from being able to connect. This would represent like someone who's got much more of a willingness to, you know, move forward with you and to have a connection with you. You know, without all this extra stuff, because otherwise there's just a whole lot of extra going on. You know, with this other connection, this person is really seeming to have a bit of excuses, not gonna lie. So we have going back to fix something, you know, and I want to see that going back to fix something. This could be, you know what, maybe I got married too soon, or maybe I shouldn't have, like deepened my ties with this family business, or whatever is holding me back. Maybe, so say this is like a sibling's best friend, maybe I shouldn't have agreed that I wouldn't try to look at I don't know, that's kind of crazy. Like, I don't even know, like, how could you just say, nah, I'm gonna look at your sister if I want to look at your sister, or I'm gonna holla at your bro if I feel a vibe. Like, how could you tell your best friend that? So some, depending on the situation, we may have to give the bro a bit of grace. um but certain situations, there are things that they could have done, to make things go along a bit better. So we have You Get Me, and that's been the collective energy all day. We got a lot of divine counterpart energy with group 1, 2, and 3. And that card didn't come out for you guys, but we got this You Get Me energy, which also came out a lot today. So I'm seeing that Spirit is aligning us as a collective to people who we have like a really tight bond with, a much better match with. That's kind of the vibe. That's the way that things are going. So, and let's tap into that first, and then we'll go back to this guy, see what they're gonna do. This guy, this girl, this person. Spirit, what are you bringing in for group 4? What is this You Get Me energy? Who is showing interest and on the same page as group 4 that's coming in? Okay. We got the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Wands reversed. So it seems like this is almost a manifestation. But I'm really drawn to the fact that there's a ship coming in on this Ace of Wands card. Usually there's the ship coming in on the Three of Wands, and we have it on the Ace. So I feel like to a degree it's expected, and I feel like it's expected because you've been putting in the work. So we have Two of Cups, a really divinely guided connection, one of our soulmate union cards in tarot, and the Knight of Wands reversed. This could represent there being a delay or something that's being handled before you're tapping into this connection. This could also be related to something else, like a level up, a glow up, a change, a move, something that would align you with this new and different partner, a personality change, whatever, like a personal kind of revolution. We got the Queen of Wands, a lot of wand energy coming out for you, fire sign energy. Look out for fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But this is also you being in a super creative, magnetic energy and attracting new people, new energies towards you, the more you surrender to your creativity. So if Spirit's leading you to a new hobby, a new creative aspect, a new creative pursuit, lean into that. That's going to lead you directly to hot creative types. It's going to lead you directly to new love offers from some creative hotties, or people who are in alignment with your new, hobby, whatever it is you'll be interested in. We got the Page of Wands reversed, so this isn't something that you have to look for, find. We also got the Queen of Swords that showed up reversed. Not something that you have to force or lead. This is something that's naturally a manifestation, again, Queen of Wands, due to your creative nature. So this new love interest that you're on the same page with and showing interest in you, this person that gets you, and that's kind of a hack. It seems like they get you so much and you're on the same page because you're both authentically following your journeys. So like when you pursue hobbies that you're genuinely attracted to, you automatically have a stronger connection with all the people in that space because you have genuine common ground versus like, oh, this person likes to game and hang out with their friends and I like to go to museums. It's not like, okay, you guys live two totally different lives. How can we find some time to spend with each other feeling neglected? It's like, no, we're already on the same page because we have similar interests. So the things that make us happy are both the same. So we don't have to fight to find ways that we can connect. We naturally already have a higher level connection because we have genuine mutual interests. So it's kind of a hack when you want to meet like more aligned partners to literally, as simple as it sounds, pursue your natural hobbies, pursue things that you just are naturally attracted to, because you'll automatically have a stronger connection from the start with, the people that you meet. So this isn't something that you have to look for. This is a manifestation. This is something that's manifesting on your path. Also with all that Wands energy, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, I would definitely say setting intention and manifesting will get you there too. So make sure you're, telling Spirit what it is you're looking for and all that good stuff. We have the Page of Coins and the Chariot reversed. So definitely some sort of delay here. There is a commitment being called of you, a commitment to a creative project or a new creative routine. But if you're committed or wanting something else at this time, you may not see the connection. So say your, big thing that you're trying to manifest in this life is partnership, and you keep getting all these signs and signals and opportunities to, kind of look into a different creative pursuit. You may put that on the back burner, even though you're getting all these signs and signals about it, because you can't see that leading you to what you already in your heart kind of decided that you want. But the way that fate works is spirit will put you in the right place at the right time to make a connection with someone, and it's rarely ever as is expected. It's like you may meet someone, as you go out and you be social and whatnot, but it's always so random. You never know when's the actual time you're going to meet someone and when XYZ is going to happen. At least for me, it's always been so random. I've never actually met a significant connection like trying to. It's always been like, oh, I was doing this other thing, had my mind set on something else, and then it happened. So be open to those creative pursuits that spirit is leading you to. Spirit, tell us about this forbidden connection. I could see angelic help and guidance, with this. So what's happening with this one? Are the spirits helping them in the background to have a chance with this person? What's that about? We have the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Swords reversed, and the Three of Cups reversed. This person could be practicing magic themselves. Or they could be tapping into some like dark masculine, dark feminine, psychology type of stuff, it feels like, to get what they want. We have the Star card here, so you met for a reason. However, whoever the masculine polarity is in this situation, or whoever is kind of like a control freak in this situation, more determined to have exactly the outcome that they want, it seems like with that Emperor reversed, they are the one that has more work to do for you guys to be in alignment. The Star card can represent like wishes coming true, destiny, fate, spirit giving you a big blessing. Like, the Star is good. It's a good energy. But we have that coupled with the Emperor reverse, letting us know that someone is majorly getting in their own way, or they made a big decision that's getting in the way. So ultimately, I do see spirit bringing you guys together, but not gonna lie, I feel like spirit is bringing you guys together to show you that you may not be compatible. And that makes more sense, because I was kind of shocked to see that spirit would help in a forbidden connection. I just really haven't seen that too much. So it actually looks like spirit is bringing you closer to this person, or bringing this person closer to you, so that you can see how much this, maybe isn't for you, to be honest. It's kind of like, all right, they're fighting tooth and nail to have an opportunity. They want to be together so bad. Let's do it. Let's put them together. And then let me have group 4 see how draining this person is. Let me let them, see how lazy this person is, how non-domestic they are, how they'll expect them and allow them to pull all the weight in their relationship and carry the heavy workload. Let me show group 4 that side, so they can kind of be demystified, and then Eight of Cups separate, to be honest. We got the Seven of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords here. Spirit is, there's another card under here. And the Eight of Wands. Spirit is giving you a taste of what it would be like to be with this person, to kind of show you what you may not need in your life. And we got the Eight of Wands, which is very quick, fast moving energy. So it is going to feel like a whirlwind. You're going to see something that's going to disturb you deeply about this person. This could also be an energy of them getting exposed. Eight of Wands can also be a very hyper like physical energy, like someone who's like just constantly, with different partners. So you could end up like they leave their phone open after you guys have a night out, and they fell asleep, and temptation it just calls you, and you can't help but to take a peek, and you just see trick after trick after trick. Okay. Spirit is bringing you guys together actually to expose and demystify this person and their lore. We have embrace. It says embrace what destiny has for you. Yeah, not gonna lie, it is looking like Spirit is wanting you to embrace, the future, destiny, what else could come to you. That's what I have for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.